Yeah, don't lock this in your face.
All right, we're good.
Just hit the.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So if you can, just your name, your school to start.
Yes, all right, Roger Gibbons, Spanish sport, women's soccer.
Okay, can you just talk a little bit about what your expectations for the season are?
Expectations for the season, right? For us, it's always to make the playoffs, obviously, but we had a phenomenal year last year. So our expectation this year is to build off of that, make it a little further in the playoffs, right? Last year we went to semifinals, so we're hoping to go a little further, maybe bring home a map. Obviously, blue map's the priority, but I think we have a really good chance of that this year.
So how do you feel you match up against your district opponents?
I think we have a really good chance against our district opponents, right? Our district's kind of small, so it's, I wish it was a little bigger, more competitive. But I think we have a great shot against them too. You know, it's gonna be competitive against Gulf Shores. They have great facilities, great program, new coach. So I'm excited about that. Baldwin County has been around for a minute too, their coach. So, but I think we got a good shot.
What changes have you been making in the off season that you hope will better your chances this year?
So changes that I made this year, I want to say we had a huge overhaul in starters. So that's one, right? A lot more youth. We lost 7 starters last season due to graduation. So this year we got a lot of younger kids stepping up, and they're excited, they're hungry, and I'm ready to get them out on the field and see what they do, right? They've been sitting and watching some of the seniors from last season do most of the work, so they're ready. They're ready to go out and perform.
Who has stepped up as a leader?
Well, the 3 captains, obviously, right? They keep me on track, they keep the team on track. But overall, besides the captains, man, we have 9 seniors this year as well. So we're gonna lose a lot after this year. They're all leading. So we have one who's been involved in bowling before the season started. We have another one in flag football, and then the other one basketball. So they weren't really there during the conditioning phase. So other seniors had to step in and lead the team while they were not there, right? So anyone on our team can be a leader, even a freshman. That's what I love about the team. So everybody steps up and does their part.
All right. All right, I'm gonna pick Hayden first.
Yes.
Okay, if you can, just say your first and last name and what position you play, and you can adjust that.
Okay. Okay, I'm Hayden Kessler. I'm our starting center back and senior captain. So,
Okay, so what are some individual goals that you have for this season?
last year I had a lot of individual goals. I was a North-South All-Star, as well as All-State, Sub-State, and 6A State, as well as All-County and All-Coastal first teams. So I have a lot of goals I want to set for myself, as well as all of those all over again.
So what are some things that you've been focusing on in the off-season?
A big thing I've been focusing on is not singling out like the younger girls. I think they're gonna have a huge impact this year, especially like our 10th grade class. They're gonna be the stuff this year. Like they're gonna come in and they're gonna do their job. So I've been more working on being a leader towards them and it being able to help them fit in.
So to you, what does being a good teammate look like?
I would say like a lot of our girls can't drive, so I try and take them up the hill, offering rides home, just kind of being a support. Like not everyone's gonna have a good day. Sometimes you just need someone to talk to, put your head on the shoulder, snuggle, cry, just all the good team stuff.
Is there a specific skill you've worked hard to develop?
I get my emotions take a lot over me in the game, so I get mad at little things and I try to like not take that out on the girls, but more be like, okay, next play, you got it, keep your head up.
All right, good job. Sarah?
Say my name, sorry.
Yes, your name and your position.
My name is Sarah Lynn. I play outside back in winger, and I'm the senior captain.
So what are you looking forward to most this season?
The thing I'm looking forward to most is probably just being able to bond with the team and go super far. Just, have each other's backs and just have an overall great season, having fun and just enjoying each other and loving on each other and just growing with each other. So.
What do you think makes this team special?
Honestly, I think the diversity and just all the personalities and just all the skills that we have makes us so special. Whether it's like in soccer or outside of soccer in school, like we all have something that we can keep each other accountable for and build each other up on, and we just have great personalities that just, with a lot of love and everything. So I think that just keeps us very special.
So more about you, what are some individual goals that you have for this season?
Like Hayden said, there was a few awards that I got this past year, but my main goal is just to, focus on the team and build the team up and just encourage the team and be there for everybody and just, encourage them in soccer and outside of soccer and just be for them and pray for them. And more of an individual goal is just to really enjoy the season, not get in my head and just do it for the team and not for myself. So,
What part of your game are you most confident in?
I would probably say being positive. I think that's a huge part in soccer. It's not just a physical game, but it's a mental game. And I'd say being positive and just, when someone makes a mistake, I'm like, it's okay, keep going, you got it. And I feel like that's a very strong skill that I have. I just keep the team going and keep them positive. So, thank you.
Okay, and then your name and what position you play.
Okay, my name's Holland. I'm a senior captain. I'm a goalkeeper.
So what did you focus on improving in the off-season?
I really focused on improving my hands and like the basics, and I also improved like my mindset.
So what are you most excited about this season?
I'm honestly really excited to kind of see how far we go and how much better we are this year. I think last year we were really good, and of course we lost like a lot of great players, but I think, like Hayden said, like the younger players are really going to step up and add something to our team for sure.
What are some individual goals that you have?
I broke a lot of records and stuff through the 3 years, but my 4th year I'm really just focusing more on like enjoying it and kind of like taking in the last moments.
How would you describe your team's culture?
I don't know. I would say that we all have really good work ethics. I think we know that there's a time we can joke and play around with each other and like mess around, and then there's a time where you gotta really lock in and like focus on the end goal, like Coach said.
Coach is saying that you're a multi-sport athlete, so how do you balance soccer with the other responsibilities you have?
It's definitely a lot on top of school too. I think I balance it on priorities, and I kind of know what I can and can't do, and there's sacrifices I have to give up, like friends and like things like that. In basketball season, it definitely got me in shape. It was a lot more running, kind of up and down the court, so that kind of helped me with soccer, and they kind of went hand in hand. But how I balanced it was really just focusing on my goal is to play college soccer, and I'm going to work at that. I'm going to get that. So, yeah.
So what part of your game are you most confident in?
I don't really think I have a specific part. I think whenever I like step out in the game, that's like my favorite feeling ever. Like the adrenaline and everything, and I'm just kind of excited to just grow every single part of my game.
Great job. You guys did great.
Is that here?
All right, Fairhope's next. Fairhope winners. They don't have to.
No, they don't. All right, so we just name and school.
Yeah, names.
Okay, my name is Ben Monk. I am the head coach at Fairhope High School for the women's soccer program.
So what are your expectations for this season?
My expectations are, first of all, the goal is to make the playoffs again. My expectation is always the same. Are you playing as hard as you can for as long as you can? If we are giving that kind of effort, good things will happen at some point, no matter what the circumstances of the game are. I firmly believe that as long as we're giving our maximum effort, then good things will eventually happen for us. So I just want to see us continue to play as hard as we can for as long as we can. When we get tired, we sub out, next man in, play as hard as they can for as long as they can. And if we all adopt that mentality, and we all adopt the mentality of doing our job within the scope of the team concept, then we should have a successful season.
What have you all been focusing on in the off-season?
Oh gosh, we run a lot. We run a lot. We are very fortunate that we have a strength and conditioning coach at the high school. So our girls are all in first period athletics and strength and conditioning with him. They usually roll in and get started about 7:30. And then there's some kind of running and then weight workout, ball work involved, things such as that. And then I think we have got a renewed focus this year on trying to build more team chemistry. Last year was a little bit off year with that, as happens, with teams and teenagers sometimes. So I think that our seniors this year have really taken the lead, and they're trying to create more of a family atmosphere. And I think, like Hayden said, that with what they're doing, and she's trying to welcome those younger players up to varsity. I think we're getting a lot of that with our seniors as well.
So if fans come to one game this season, what should they expect to see from your team?
A team that's gonna fight. We're not gonna back down from anybody. We're not gonna concede. We're not gonna let the circumstances of the game dictate our effort and our attitude. We will continue to play hard, no matter what the score is. If we're up by 5, if we're down by 2, we're gonna treat it the same.
How do you feel you match up to your opponents in district play?
Man, we've got a pretty difficult district. Coach Chamberlain at Daphne has done an outstanding job. They have continued to improve under his leadership. They always present us with a good game. I think last year the goal differential was 0. They beat us 1-0 at their place, and then we beat them 1-0 at ours. We lost the area championship to them by a single goal. We gave up a late goal against Foley last year that cost us the area championship. We're still able to get in the playoffs. Coach Santini does a great job at Foley. They're continuing to get better. And then Coach Brandt at Rogersdale, you could see the improvement just within a few weeks last year from our first game to our second game against them. So I feel confident in our girls. We have 10 seniors. We have a ton of experience. These 2 young ladies right here have been part of Final Four teams. Aubrey traveled with us to Huntsville as an 8th grader when we went to the state and went to the finals. So we've got some experience. We've got players with experience in deep playoff runs. So I feel like we've got a good chance. Once we get in, you got to get in. But once you get in, it's anybody's game.
All right, great.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Aubrey? Okay, so please say your first and last name and your position.
My name is Aubrey Ivy, and I play center back.
Okay, what are you most excited about this season?
I'm really excited to just get into games, just like Colin had said, just getting into the game, the adrenaline, just getting to move our bodies and work with the team. There's just nothing like it. I just love it so much, and it's something that I look forward to every single year.
What have you personally been working on in the off-season?
Staying confident and being calm on the ball. Playing center back can kind of be a high-stress position, especially those hard games against Spanish Fort last year, Daphne last year, like Coach Monk said. It was 1-0. Those are some tough games. Just staying calm on the ball and looking up, finding the passes and finding teammates.
How do you feel that you've grown over the years in your soccer?
I think I've grown a lot. Starting out, wasn't very confident, was always just kicking it up, and then I've learned to look outside, look through the middle, and just growing with teammates, getting to have that experience last year with some of the seniors, playing with Emma Coffey, Claire Havard, Peyton Davis, and Cadence Suarez was a great experience for me, as they had been varsity for almost all 4 years of their high school experience, so that was really cool.
What part of your game are you most confident in?
Just defense overall, the 1v1s and delaying the play so that my teammates can come back and help. I think that's where I can really stand out.
What does it mean to you to be a good teammate?
Just being there for them. Being a teammate is so much more than just on the field. They go through so much, and especially the younger girls, they're adapting to being on varsity
and all their AP classes and friends, and it's really hard high school wise, so being a good teammate is being for them outside of the field too.
Great job.
I'm Mary Marshall Roberts. I play wing or forward.
So what are you most excited about this season?
I think this season I'm most excited to just see how like all of our hard work this whole year has paid off. I mean, we've been like doing stuff in the morning and after school for like the past like 4 months, 5 months. I'm just excited to see how it all comes together.
Is there a specific skill that you've been working hard to develop?
I've been, like, I think the biggest thing for me is just my attitude throughout the whole thing. Like, I just really have to, like, stay positive and, like, remember, like, it's just a game and, like, in the end, like, we're all just, like, need to focus on having fun together and, like, winning is important, but if we're not, like, having fun and enjoying each other, then it's just.
So what are some of the things that you guys have done as a team to build that chemistry and to build that team culture?
I mean, even starting like in August, we've been doing like team dinners, we had team sleepover, we did Christmas parties, like Friendsgiving, like all those things. And overall, I think this year we are all much more friends than we have been in the past few years. And I think that's going to help us a lot this year. We all enjoy each other and have fun. And I think that's going to help our chemistry a lot on the field.
So what part of your game are you most confident in?
I think the part of my game I'm most confident is probably my speed. If I can get the ball most of the time, I try to get forward and I'm normally like pretty successful.
What does it mean to you to be a leader on your team?
It's really special to me because I like just knowing I can be there for the younger girls because we have a lot of younger girls this year, and I was like in varsity in the end of my season freshman year, and like I know how hard it is to fit in with a bunch of older girls, and so I just think it's super important to like build everyone up and make sure that they're fitting in with everyone and having a good time too, and they're not left out.
Great job. Bayshore women is over here.
Sure.
My name is Patrick McTaggart. I'm the women's coach at Bayshore Christian.
So what are your expectations for the season?
Well, number one is to represent the school, represent our team, and if that goes well, then we'll have a good season. But you know, we won the area last year. We have the expectation to win the area again this year for the 1A through 3A.
How do you feel your team has grown since last season?
Well, we only lost 2 seniors, so we grown because we're a year older. We've been in the weight room a little bit this year. We're kind of the new kids on the block. We got a weight room for the first time, so the kids have been in there working out. A lot of the team, the majority of our team are sophomores. I have 1 junior, 1 senior, but those sophomores have been playing for 4 years. This is their 4th year, so it's just a matter of getting older, learning the speed of the game, and understanding what it takes to win consistently.
Who have you seen step up as leaders?
Well, I have Adley. She's a sophomore. I think most people will bring a senior, and I have my 1 senior here, but she's here for a reason because she just kind of epitomizes what you want in a leader. She's cool and calm. She's never too high, she's never too low, and she does what is needed in order for the team to be cohesive and just moving forward with that positive attitude.
So what are some of the goals the team has set for this year?
Well, again, we always talk about what is our identity, and our identity is number 1 in our faith, to represent ourselves, to make sure that we are the most mentally tough team that goes out there. We're always the small one. We kind of thrive on that. We play these great teams. We played Spanish Fort. We We played Fairhope last year. We just want to compete, you know. Our school, we have about 40 kids in every grade. So our talent pool is much smaller. So we have to work harder in order to compete against great athletes. So it's just a matter of doing those things to make sure that we're mentally tough enough to handle awesome athletes like that are up here at this podium.
What are some of the things that you do to instill confidence in the girls?
Well, I coached for about 10 years prior to this in Baldwin County, and took a little bit of a gap and then came back, and we started this program 6 years ago. And when I came back, I just wanted to do it right and just make sure that the focus is on the girls and doing what's right for the girls and making sure that the girls graduate from the school not only being confident in themselves and being leaders and focusing on what's most important. Wins are awesome, those are the results, but it's the part that makes you a winner, that translates to college, to work, to being a spouse, to doing those things. So we focus on those things.
Right.
All right.
Adley? First, last name and your position.
I'm Adley Howell, and I play center back, center mid, and I'm a sophomore.
So what are some individual goals that you've set for yourself this year?
I think individually, staying positive no matter what the outcome of the game is, because we can be down and we can still come back, and I think that that's like a lot of mental things, and also the basics I've been practicing a lot. So just staying positive throughout the whole game.
You're one of the younger players on the team, so what does that mean to you to be in a leadership position?
I mean, I love being younger and still being a leader. I just started driving like 2 days ago, so just driving myself to practice and not driving anyone else yet, but I think it's been really exciting. I think I don't feel much older than a lot of the girls, obviously, because they're mostly younger, but I love being a leader to even though like they're younger or older. I think I'm just really excited to be able to reach to them and also to minister to them also and share who I belong to or to the Lord. So.
What part of your game are you most confident in right now?
I would say defense, and also I'm just like confident in all our players. We have a lot of athletic ability right now, and so I'm confident in a lot of our players too, and also myself. So just passing the ball up, getting it to our players, and giving everyone a chance, even if they've not played for a while too.
How has preseason training prepared you for game situations?
I mean, we have been running a lot, doing a lot of basic stuff, and sometimes it can be hard to go back to the basics, doing these easy passing drills, but I have to remember that every touch, like even I mess up the easiest things. I think it'll really help because we're trying to get the ball to everyone, passing a lot before we just dribble and shot. So I think that we've been really passing and doing really well getting the ball around to everyone. So
What does being a good teammate mean to you?
I think it means a lot of things. I think we can reach out to a lot of our younger players, and also I think it means that we're displaying God in everything we do, and our identity is ultimately through Him. And I think that we should be displaying Him in everything we do, and I think that that's a big thing. Thank you.
Callie?
Okay, I'm Allie McTaggart. I play center defense and a little center mid, and I'm a senior.
So what skill have you been focused on developing in the off-season?
I would say, I guess speed. I run cross country in the fall. I'm pretty confident in my ability to just staying fit throughout the year, and so I think I have built it up, and I'm just confident in that, and just stay calm on the ball.
What are you most excited about this season?
I think I'm excited as a senior just to enjoy everything, as Spanish Sport said. It's my last year, so just getting to enjoy all the girls, build them up, prepare them for next year. I'm excited to play the teams in our area, and hopefully we can help another area win. Yeah.
What does being a team leader mean to you?
As Athley said, I think it's ultimately looking to the Lord and pushing them to that, realizing that it's just a game, and that our identity is not in how we play in just this moment, but ultimately how we'll glorify him and, yeah, just represent him with how we play.
How has your team culture grown?
How's it grown? We had a lot of good leaders as when I was on the team. I started playing varsity in 7th grade, so I had a lot of good people to look up to. So I hope that we can continue that. We all are pretty close. I enjoy everyone on my team, and I'm excited to see how we mesh together this year.
What are some of your personal goals for this year?
I would just say, just staying positive throughout. I am pretty calm in general when I get on the field. I kind of turn into a different person that way. My emotions can overcome me. So just staying calm on the ball and continue to encourage the teammates around me.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, we're super ahead of schedule, but is St. Michael's men's team here?
I think we're the only one. We're Spanish Fort. Wait, you want Spanish Fort men's to go ahead?
Yeah, we might as well if you want here.
Good team. We're super ahead.
Yeah, we are really ahead. That means you guys have to go back to school.
That's what's
I say we do scrimmage.
Live on my yet, bro.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Okay, name and your school.
My name is Jason Bauer. I am the men's varsity coach for Spanish Fort High School.
Okay, so what are your expectations for the season?
Our expectations are always to make it to state and to win state. We are coming off back-to-back state finals, where we've lost in the final both times, brought on the red map, and now we're looking for the blue map.
So what have you all been focusing on in the off-season?
We've been focusing a lot on strength and conditioning, a lot of speed work, a lot of core work, trying to get stronger. We don't want to die off at the end of the season. Our 25-game season plus playoffs is a really grueling and demanding season for everyone. So we're trying to build so we can keep going throughout the season and get stronger as we go.
How do you feel about the depth of your bench?
We carry a full 20-man roster, or 25-man roster this season, and we are very seniorly, and we have 13 seniors this year. I think 8 of them are starters, and the other 3, or other 5 will come off the bench. And the rest of our bench is really deep. We have 18, 19 players that can probably play anywhere in the state. So.
Who have you seen step up as leaders?
These 2, obviously, they're my senior captains. They've been around the program since they were in 8th grade. They've gotten better and better each year. They're both coming off trips to the North-South All-Star game last year. Jake was the MVP for the All-Star game last year. And really all of the seniors have done a great job of being leaders to the younger players on the team, and I'm really looking forward to how that pans out on the field.
What are some goals that the team has set for the season?
The blue map is obviously our biggest goal. We want to go through area again undefeated. We are the 4 or 5 time defending champion for the area. And we want to set new goal scoring records. We have a lot of offensive players this year that are really capable of scoring from anywhere on the field. And our defense is strong as well. So we want to set a lot of individual records, but team records as well.
What are you most proud about the team that you have?
I'm actually most proud this year. I've coached most of them, all of the seniors, since they were little. I started coaching them way back in club when they were 6 or 7 years old. And so to see them now at this age is kind of fun to see how far they've come and how far that's going.
All right, name is going to do Jake first. All right, first, last name and position you play.
Jake Bauer, striker, senior.
So what are some of the individual goals that you've set for the season?
I do want to break the goal scoring record for a single season at Spanish Fort. The past 3 years, we've had a player break the record every single year, and I want to keep the streak running.
So your coach was saying that you've been playing since 8th grade, so how have you seen yourself develop as a player over the years?
I think I've developed a lot more of a leadership role in the team. obviously when you're younger and there's a lot of upperclassmen ahead of you, you're not as much of a leader. But growing up and helping these younger players develop and being a good teammate, I think is how I've developed over the years.
What does being a leader mean to you?
Just helping them out on the field, always being positive. It's also comes off the field in school. A lot of the players, even like taking classes that I used to take, I could help them with, and stuff like that off the field means being a good leader.
So what have y'all been focusing on in the off season?
We've done a lot of conditioning, and it's been pretty hard, but I think that'll help us prepare a lot for the season, because it's a very physically demanding season. It's long, but I think it'll help.
Yeah, when you get to that mid-season point, how do you keep yourself motivated to get through that?
I think it's just having those goals set at the beginning of the year that you want to accomplish. If you look back on when you set those goals and just keep being ambitious to reach those goals and keep yourself going, and it'll help push through that midpoint where you're getting tired and you kind of want to lay off a little bit.
What do you think makes this year's team special?
I think we have great team chemistry. We're a very fun team. Like off the field, we're always laughing, always having a good time. And I think bringing that onto the field will just help us be successful.
All right, great job.
Hey, I'm Jack Finley, midfielder, and I'm a senior.
So what are some of the individual goals that you've set for yourself?
For the past couple of years, I've always had a goal to make either All-State or 6A State. And last year, I'm pretty sure I made 6A State second team. And so for this year, I'm striving to get that All-State. And I really want to be good for the year as well. I mean, I know that's ambitious, but that's what I'm looking for.
So what's one skill that you've been focused on developing?
For me, I've really tried to simple down my game because I feel like my whole life I've always tried to go, like do the most. And also, I want to have a better attitude because I get angry a lot. And for being a leader, I need to calm down and just help the team.
Yeah, how have you worked on balancing those?
Coach has helped me a lot. He's taken me aside after practice and told me to calm down a bit. And also understanding that not everybody can do the same as me, not everybody can do the same as Jake. It's a game where you grow, so it's just understanding that.
So to you, what is being a good teammate mean?
Being a good teammate is anytime anybody messes up, go up to them and be like, hey, it's okay, next one. Just being very positive and understanding like, it's okay, just move on.
What part of your game are you most confident in?
For me, I've always taken pride in, I'm very good at dictating play. I can spray the ball left and right. I can go up the field, down the field, up and down, like very good at just controlling the whole game.
So how would you describe your team culture?
Team culture is very, very close. I mean, most of us have played with each other since we were probably like 8 years old. I mean, so we've known each other forever. We adapt to each other. We know how each other play. It's just very easy for us.
How does having those relationships that you've had over the years feel like benefits you all as a team?
I mean, as I said, we all know how we play. I mean, as we go on the field, it's not like we have to think about it. It's just instinct. Like we're on it immediately, and I feel like that gives us advantage over other people.
What are you most excited about this season?
For me, I'm most excited about going to state and finally getting that blue map because as coach, that past 2 years, we've gotten right to the end and just fell short. So I feel like we have the best team we've had in history. So I feel like this year we really have the chance to go and make it happen.
How do you balance, having that goal, but being focused on the game that's just ahead of you?
I feel like understanding that it's in the future, and right in this moment, we have to win. And it's not like, if we don't win these games, we can't go to state. So really understanding that right here, right now is more important than the future.
All right, great job.
Thank you.
You guys did great.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
I said, we don't want to go back.
See you around.
Hey, coach.
Yeah, if you guys want to go, you're.
Shorts, you're good.
We'll see y'all then.
Yeah, it makes me realize
I didn't get a chance.
Your best friend. Yeah, your other people. Yeah, let me
But you didn't have to say that out loud, I was just like that too.
Alright, yes, so the players sit at the table, coach first, and then, we'll ask them a couple questions, and then we'll cycle through.
Nah, I'm good. I said seven, bro. I'm like sitting with Red Bull, so it's gonna go on. All right.
But if he bombs it, then you'll do better.
A lot of confidence on my end. Yeah, good thing we're better soccer than
Alright, low pressure, ready? Okay, so to start, just your first and last name and your team name.
Okay, my name is Zach Cables and I'm the head coach at Gulf Shores Women's Soccer.
Okay, so what are your expectations for this season?
My expectations are to get us back to where we need to be in the playoffs and continue with, I see Roger back there playing Spanish Fort and giving them a good game and hopefully trying to win a regional championship.
So what are some of the things that the team has focused on in the off-season to improve?
Well, I guess it was a tight turnaround coming from Pensacola. I was actually a men's coach coming from Pensacola and I had about 4 weeks before transitioning over. So really, this off season, excuse me, I'm just taking time to get to know the players. You're not going to be good on the field if you're not good off the field. So I've really just been trying to get our group a little bit tighter. We have about 8 seniors in the club, so to try to get that with balancing, we have younger players too. We're either really, really old or we're really, really young. So trying to fill out those voids of filling the chemistry off the field so we can be better on the field. A lot of the work that they put in over the past couple months, I've just kind of seen it steadily build to what I like. I'm different from what they had in their previous coach. So instilling that culture, accountability every day, how we go about a process of doing things, it's really, I see it's changing. We're geared up to next weekend. We have a preseason tournament and we start playing games following week. I think we're geared in the right direction.
What are some of those things that you've been doing to build that team chemistry?
Team chemistry, we have a little get together going this weekend, tomorrow off the field. I mean, I think what I learned back home from the group of guys I had last year, we had a really special year where I was at. We were so close off the field that playing games was just a fun part. And we did all the hard work at training, at practice. I'm sure they know, very demanding. And with that being said, though, as the coach, it's my job to push them and make them uncomfortable. So when we get in those moments in big games, that we can push through in the final third and do what we need to do to win and close out those types of moments. But I think we did a little bit of that. The players, they stay after training. I take time to get to know them. Since I've gotten here so late, just trying to rush that chemistry. Hey, we have a training block during school. Take time to speak to them, see how the day's going, how life outside of soccer too. Because, I mean, sports are a very mental game. If your mental health is not good, or your headspace isn't good, you're not going to be good on the field. I mean, I'm very good at reading players and seeing what's going on. So, you know, I think we've come a long way since this summer, for sure, because I'm a different personality for sure from what they had in the past. And that takes time, but they know that I'm accountable to them. I'm gonna work hard for them. I want them to work hard for me, and we're all here for one goal, and that's to get back to Huntsville and take the program where it should be, in my eyes, where it should be.
So that you said that's one of your goals. What are some of the other goals that the team has set for itself this season?
Looking at y'all. What are some team goals?
The playoffs this year?
last year was rough, and I think this year, as a team, and especially as seniors, we all want to be able to make it to the playoffs, because we were trash last year. It was so bad. Nobody was in the right headspace. We were mean to each other. We weren't connecting at all. We had no chemistry, but this year we worked really hard to build that back and make it to the playoffs and win as many games as we can.
As a coach, what are some of the things that you've been most proud of to see in the girls in the off season?
Just the amount of work. I'm very demanding, I'm very hard, and discipline, accountability, showing up every day, conditioning on non-training days. I guess coming from Florida, we're actually dead in the off season. We're not allowed a 2-hour skill break, so we do conditioning on days that we don't train. That was something different from their previous coach. 4 days a week, they're working, they're grinding. It's hard when you're a high school student, you're a senior, like all three of these young ladies, you got a lot going on off the field. And they gotta come see me for torture, I'm sure, for 2 hours, and they go, hey, let's go work. Hey, we got another sprint. We got a 2-mile Indian run. We have this or that. But we suffer now, so when we get to the season, we get those tight moments, we're ready. We're prepared, and we're mentally strong to overcome that. And what I've seen from them, from when I got here, the work ethic wasn't the way I wanted personally, but that's the whole point of a head coach is I am here and I've worked very, very hard to kind of change some of the culture and things that were going on in the building and within our program. And I think, I see it every day within our JV group, within our varsity group, that instilling good habits, instilling discipline, instilling just the right mindset of, hey, let's come here, train, let's get better together, because if we individually get better, our team's gonna get better. And team success is what it's all about, right? It takes all 11 people on the field to be successful. And I just give credit to all the young ladies that we have, because they've been working really, really hard, and we're ready to play games and kind of show that work.
All right, awesome, yeah.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
All right, start with Reese. So if you'll say your first and last name and then what position.
Okay, my name is Reese Wood, and I play the 10.
So what are some individual goals that you've set for this season?
For myself, this year I've set because we do have a very young team, and so I've set for myself to be a role model for these younger players. We have 8th graders that are freshmen on our team, and to just be able to be like the light they can look up to. And I've like reached out to all of them on and off the field, and I've tried to help them build their confidence so that when they're older and when they are on varsity, when we're not here anymore, because we are really the only. It's mainly seniors and then a bunch of younger girls, so that when we're gone, they know they have the morals and they're confident enough to be able to play.
So,
And, yeah.
how do you feel like your team chemistry has improved?
It's improved a lot, because last season we had a bunch of seniors that they weren't uplifting, they weren't very nice, they made all of us feel like undermined, and so this year we've really worked on like team bondings and just being nice to each other, holding each other accountable, all those kind of things. We've grown a lot.
So you personally, is there a specific skill that you've been developing?
I would say just like technically, like footwork. I've been working on a bunch of different like footwork skills. I've like mastered majority of like my touch, my passing, shots, all that kind of stuff. So I guess just like technical work is what I've been working on mainly.
What are you most excited about this season?
The games and winning, because we have a really confident team this year, and we have a really good.
And these guys, as younger players, as freshmen and sophomores, they embrace the standards. Now they're leaders, they're enforcing the standards. And that's probably the most important thing of any football team, because if you don't have standards, you don't have discipline. If you don't have discipline, when stuff goes off the rails, they go off the rails. And it doesn't take much to listen to anything sideways.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Do you do difference? All right, you'll say your first and last name and what position.
Jojo Joins, I play center back.
So what are some of the individual goals that you have this year?
Some of my individual goals this season are to make as least mistakes as possible and as much clean sheets, no goals.
So what are some of the goals that the team has set for itself?
100% to make it back to Huntsville. I think it's the standard to make it back to Huntsville and make it to that next level, to that state final.
So what are some of the things that you all have been working on in the preseason that you think is gonna help you when the season starts?
Really our conditioning, and then our defensive shape, defending first and then moving into attacking, to making sure we're sharp there.
So what does being a leader mean to you?
It means setting an example for everybody else on the team, and being that person everyone can look at and follow. Yeah, keep everyone accountable, and make sure they're doing their job, and we're all together as a team.
Yeah, how do you all keep each other accountable?
Not getting mad at everyone if they make a mistake, or just keep encouraging them to do better on the next play, and keep fighting.
So what's your team's focus heading into the first match of the season?
I think, at least for me, a clean sheet, and then just clean sheet, and winning games. Just get a first one.
Great job.
All right, thank you.
All right, next. All right, first and last name and position.
I'm Max Rieger, and I play attacking mid.
So what are you most excited about this season?
I'm most excited about playing with my younger brother. He's up and coming freshman, and he should be starting.
So having your brother on the team, how have you stepped up to help integrate some of those younger guys like him as part of the team?
It really encouraged us to just set an example and just be a leader for the younger kids, because it's not all of our just family members out there. It's also other kids, and other kids just wanting a chance to play and have fun.
What is a skill that you've been focused on developing?
Just my mental capacity. A lot of times I'll get upset, get in my head, and try and just do it all myself, but I can't.
So how does this team work together to make yourselves better?
We're just always there for each other, I guess. Whenever somebody makes a mistake, somebody slips up, there's always somebody there to cover for you and help you out.
What part of your game are you most confident in right now?
I'd have to say when I have the ball going to goal and I'm just driving at somebody one-on-one, I feel like they just don't stand a chance.
All right, great job.
My name is Grant Thompson. I play left back.
So, what have you been focused on improving?
For me, since I played football in the off season, it's really just transitioning back to soccer, because a lot of the times the muscle memory gets your brain just like, it's really hard to switch to sports because it's similar but completely different at the same time.
How do you feel like playing another sport makes you a better soccer player?
Well, for football, it was the weightlifting. I've definitely gotten much stronger since last year.
So what are you most excited about this season?
Playoff run, definitely. I think our team has a lot of potential, and I wouldn't settle for anything less than a championship.
What are individual goals that you have for yourself?
As a defender, I would say score at least 3 goals and keep as many clean sheets as possible.
What does being a good teammate mean to you?
Being a good teammate, for me, is to always have like a positive attitude. It's easy to be negative about people, but I like to uplift them. And I've found in soccer that it actually makes them play better.
All right, great job.
Thank you.
St. Michael's Women's here?
Yes, right here.
specific things I can find out there as I come speak.
You're gonna be great. It's a no pressure environment. It's a learning experience. All right, so if you'll just introduce yourself and your team.
My name is Brian Beatty Daughtry. I am the varsity girls soccer coach here at St. Michael, and I'm entering my 4th year. To my left is junior Victoria Stopa, defender, and Lakin Summerall, sophomore defender.
So what are your expectations for the season?
Well, I think our expectations are, first and foremost, to get through the season healthy. Also, part of our DNA culture mantra is Matthew 23:12. For the humble will be exalted, and the exalted will be humble. Will you play for each other? Will you pick each other up and lift each other up and love each other? So those are things like kind of like your expectations. You want to see how your team will react. And more importantly is just, can we put out a competitive team, and how will we compete with 7A teams and 6A teams? And we're just hoping we can have the opportunity to compete and give them a good game.
How do you feel like you match up in your district?
I think we're probably on top of our area. I've been here 3 years and we played 3 state championship games. Unfortunately, we've come home with a red mount, so I'm hoping the 4th time is a charm. The way our area is set up, we're a 4A school, but with competitive balance. Last year we reclassified, so we played 5A. Previous year, my 2nd year, we were 4A Area 1 champs. This past year, we were 5A Area 1 champs. And our areas, Bayside, BC Rain, and Alberta with Coach Havard, they're always tough and scrappy. They might not be the most technical, but they are very scrappy and show up to play. They have a really nice forward who can score some goals. And then with Bayside, with Dane and his crew, extremely well coached, and they give us fits. They just literally make us want to pull our hair out. You know, our neighbors up here to the north. But I expect it'll be competitive again, and we're just fortunate that, you know, sometimes the ball, it bounces our way.
What have you all been focused on preparing or improving the whole season?
Well, if you go back to the summertime, I've done this each year after losing a 3rd consecutive state championship game. I always reevaluate the process of how we train and what can I do better as a coach, but also as a person in coaching these young ladies. What's the best way to communicate and how to teach? So always call it the how and why. This is how we do it, and this is why we do it, because I can relate going back to being a player and having a coach just screaming and yelling at me, which I didn't mind that part. But the instruction that the coach was giving, he had never explained any of it to us, and we're looking around and we're just kind of lost in translation. Like, you know, I want to please coach, he's yelling at me, but I have no idea what he's talking about. It's like he's speaking another language. So always look at best practices, and also with the ever-evolving, I guess, climate of club soccer. This year, I coached club for 15 to 20 years, and I understand the value that we have our 2 hours a week, but I think I had probably 14, 15 girls maybe playing club. And the season stretched all the way out through the middle of December. So even in my first year at St. Michael, where I just had a couple, it's progressed in our training in the fall, has differed each year. So this year, I understand the benefit of them being able to get an extra 6 or 7 hours a week of training. So we would come in and we would do our 2 hours a week and just focus on just strictly fundamentals. I'm a big believer in fundamentals. You gotta be able to receive the ball, you gotta scan the field, you gotta have a touch, you gotta be able to control the ball. And people get enamored with, we wanna play, but if you're reinforcing bad habits, that usually doesn't work out well. So we always want our players to be fresh, because we break our season up into a couple of different parts of the season. We have like our preseason, which I've altered. I'm fortunate to have first block weight training with the girls, so we have a really good program in place by a professional trainer that we implement. So when they would come back on the weekends from club, we would use Monday as a recovery day, and we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to work on things. Now with that said, we break that up, and then we come into what our official practice start is, to where we have our 3 weeks. We have a scrimmage coming up on the 31st, which we will use to evaluate. We're at St. Michael, we have 350 students, so we're a little bit of a different boat. I don't have a middle school team, so it's not uncommon that I'll have a couple of 7th and 8th graders that can actually contribute and play. So we focus on their development as individuals to try to get them ready for the long game. But more importantly, with the older girls that will be playing varsity, we're focused on the fundamentals of training and also the training of how to keep them fresh mentally and how to keep them fresh physically. In 3 years, knock on wood, we've had one non-contact injury, but no soft tissue injuries, besides bumps and bruises, you know, from getting kicked and playing hard in the game. And that's always helped us and was a huge asset for us for when we would, I call what our mid-March run is, where we really get going and you get in that zone and rhythm and you want to hit on all cylinders coming into the playoffs. And, you know, it seems to work that way to where, you know, if the good Lord's willing, our season will end at the middle of May again with a trip to Huntsville.
All right, great. Thank you, and
Thank you.
Victoria, you're first. All right, if you'll say your first and last name and what position you play.
My name is Victoria Sopa, and I'm a middle defender.
So what are some of the individual goals you have for yourself this season?
I just hope to step up to the plate for my team and like help our seniors, since we don't have a lot of them, like lead our team. And like, I don't have a ton of like personal things, because I know as like a team, you work as a team, and the second you start thinking about yourself, it stops being a team and it kind of takes everybody down. But I just hope to like not let goals through and like communicate more with my team, definitely. So.
What does being a leader mean to you? Tell me a little bit about leadership.
Being a leader isn't like, for me, it's not like being the first to do something or the first to finish. It's like helping those who are like a little bit behind others. So like we do runs a lot. I no longer like run in the front with like the seniors, like leading everybody. I try to stay behind. So the girls who are like a little bit slower or who can't do it as fast as everybody else, at least have somebody to talk to or somebody to tell the time to, so they like don't give up and start thinking like, and just like hurt, like self-harming themselves, not like harm, but like mentally. And like, yeah, so I just like lifting up my team, not trying to do more than I can, and like not just delegating everything, but like delegating a little bit, but proving that if I tell you to do something, it's not something that I wouldn't do. Like, if you don't want to, I can. And just, yeah.
How do you feel like your team chemistry helps you all perform better on the field?
Team chemistry plays a big role. We actually did a ton of team bonding over the summer and recently during MLK Day. We had like a whole team practice and we did Big Sister, Little Sister, which brought everybody together. But when everybody like talks and communicates and like gets along, it translates really well to the field, and it's easier to communicate and like tell each other. And then those times where you can't really talk, you already know what your like helper is doing, so you don't have to communicate, but it's very, very helpful.
How do you feel like having experience going deep in the playoffs benefits you all going into the season?
Going deep into the playoffs really helps, because we all know that like there's definitely harder teams forwards at these like easy games. Like we still need to try, but if we lose, it's not like terrible, because the next game we can come back even stronger. And playing harder teams, even if we lose, gives us like a better outlook on everything else, and we can translate like the points that we were weak in against those teams, we can put them in our normal play. So when we get to playoffs again, we can add that back in and hopefully win.
Great job. All right, you'll say your first and last name and what position you play.
I'm Lincoln Summerall. I'm a defender.
So what are you most excited about this season?
This season, I'm excited to be back with my team for the 4th year. I'm excited to see how far we can get this season, hopefully up until May when we go to Huntsville. I'm excited to get another chance at hopefully bringing home the state championship.
What did you focus on improving in the off season?
In the off season, I focused mostly on improving my strength because as like a smaller person, that's something I do need to focus on.
So how would you describe how your team works together?
I think we work together very well. I think our biggest thing is how willing we are to put each other first, and I think by putting each other first, we work together very well.
What part of your game are you most confident in right now?
Right now, I would think that my one-on-one defending is what I'm most confident in.
To you, what does it mean to be a good teammate?
To be a good teammate is, like I said, putting each other first. We're not really gonna get anywhere by putting ourselves before others. Yeah.
All right, great job.
Hey, thanks y'all for having us.
All right, is Alberta here?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you researching a lot? Yeah. So it's gonna be a new link then?
Same thing.
Yeah, but new link.
We're on our third hours. It went down.
Do you need a minute, Neil, or no?
Huh?
Do you need a minute, or no?
No. You're set right now?
Yep, we're good.
Just change cameras.
Ready? Yeah, if you'll just say your first and last name and introduce your team.
Okay, I'm Mickey Hafford. I'm with Alberta High School. Good morning, and thank y'all for hosting. First off, every season, it starts with a clean slate. But we aren't starting from scratch. We're starting from experience. We remember the tough losses from last year, and we've used them as fuel all summer. People ask, what is the vibe of our team? It's hungry. When you watch us play this year, you're going to see a specific brand of soccer. We are going to be a team that doesn't sit back. We're going to be a team that makes things happen. We are disciplined in our shape. We're going to be clinical in our finish. And most importantly, we'll be unbreakable in our chemistry.
What have you all focused on in the off season?
Basically just being a little more technical with the ball, trying to play more as a team and not as an individual.
So what are you most proud of the girls that they've done to come together?
Their chemistry, their desire to continue to play and strive to make each year that they've played better.
So what are some of your expectations for the season?
I'm Fiona Stevens, and I'm a striker.
Okay, great. What are some of the individual goals that you have for the season?
Some of my individual goals are getting better with finishing with my left foot. Yeah.
How have you helped develop that skill?
I definitely say club soccer has helped a lot with that. We just finished the fall season out, so.
What are your expectations for the season?
I definitely would say team success, and maybe that won't be measured in wins, but it'd be measured in like getting better as a team.
Why do you think that's so important?
I think that's so important because right now we have a super young team, so I feel like fundamentals right now are super important for measuring success and getting better, growing.
For you, what does it mean to be a leader?
I think being a leader is holding each other accountable, holding the captains accountable, the younger girls, and setting that expectation so when they're older and seniors, then they'll understand the standards and set them for the younger people themselves.
What are some of the things that you've done to build that team chemistry?
I definitely say we've had a lot of team bonding drills. Right now, me and her are in basketball, so we're kind of there or not there. But we've done a lot of team bonding drills that make us laugh. So I feel like those laughs will translate to the field.
You know, you're a multi-sport athlete,
Yes.
so how do you stay motivated when you've been competing for so long throughout the year?
I definitely think with the different sports, like basketball, you learn different lessons than you would in soccer and cross country as well. Like cross country is individual, basketball's definitely a team sport. So I feel like translating both of those and those like footwork and skills into soccer is definitely important.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right, you'll say your first and last name and your position.
I'm Nevaeh Santos, and I'm an outside back.
So what are you most excited about this season?
I am most excited. This is, of course, my last year. I'm a senior. I've been playing with Mickey for like 6 years, so I'm excited to finish this out with a bang and definitely continue getting better as a team. And yep.
How would you describe that you've grown throughout the years as a player?
I think that, of course, being a multi-sport athlete, it shows you different lessons, and I've grown to understand more on and off the field, just as a person as well. I think that's very important when you're playing team sports. Basketball is currently in season right now, and we're finishing that off. And I think that translates onto soccer because it shows that team building and team bonding and communicating is definitely important.
What are some of the individual goals that you have for yourself this season?
As a defender, I am hopefully working on my off-ball movement, seeing the field, communicating more to my forward, of course, playing balls to her, and then of course like our wingers, just more seeing the field and off-ball movement. I think that's important.
What's been your team's focus heading into the first match?
Definitely communication. I think that is something that we have worked on, and being technical. We do, as we've said, have a young team. We only have like 3 or 4 seniors, so trans that onto our younger girls. Our girls have, some of the younger girls have played clubs, so they understand the competitiveness coming into varsity games, and I'm hoping that that translates onto our first match.
Great job.
Thank you.
Boys team?
At the United States Sports University, sports isn't just something we do, it's who we are.
I wanted a place where I could compete and grow. Here, I'm doing both, on the field and for my future career.
I thought being done playing meant leaving the game behind, but USSU gave me the opportunity to lead the next generation.
I transferred to USSU to be more than just a number. Now I'm building others on the track.
Expectations for the season?
My expectations are to get better. I mean, we're rebuilding right now. We lost 7 starters in our senior class last year and 14 seniors overall. So big hit, more than half the team. So just rebuilding right now is our main focus.
So how do you stay motivated when you're in a year of rebuilding?
Just looking forward to seeing our teammates get better, like younger teammates just stepping up and playing like they never played before. It inspires them to do more, play more.
So what is being a team leader mean to you?
Just means inspiring my teammates and keeping their heads up and keeping everything pushing forward and rolling. Don't stop, don't let practice fall through. Just keeping everything up to a higher expectation than it was.
What are some individual goals you have for yourself?
Some individual goals is to stay healthy, no more injuries, and to try to protect my goalkeeper, clean sheets, keep the ball out of the back, and get up to my forwards, give them the chances they need.
What are you most looking forward to this season?
I'm looking forward to just ending it out the senior year. Hopefully we'll go forward with playoffs and we will maintain a spot in the county known and not be let off because of your a small school. Hopefully we can dominate.
All right, great job.
Deshaun Ritchie, I'm a striker.
What excites you the most about this upcoming season?
Winning games.
So what are some of the things that you all have done as a team to help you meet that goal?
I mean, I wasn't here last year, so I don't really know.
Okay, so what does that mean for you being a new player on the team?
I got like those instruments.
So how's that been going?
It's kind of good.
What part of your game are you most confident in right now?
My dribbling.
What have you done to develop that skill?
Just good at dribbling. Didn't really do anything to that.
So describe what some of your practices look like.
Do some technical work, some finishing.
So how do you think that conditioning is going to help you guys when the season starts?
It's gonna help us because we good at dribbling, finishing, I'm a striker, so
Okay. Good job. All right, you guys are good. Thank you.
At the United States Sports University, sports isn't just something we do, it's who we are.
I wanted a place where I could compete and grow. Here, I'm doing both, on the field and for my future career.
I thought being done playing meant leaving the game behind, but USSU gave me the opportunity to lead the next generation.
I transferred to USSU to be more than just a number. Now I'm building others on the track and in life.
We train.
We lead.
We grow.
We're all athletes here.
Learn more at ussU.edu.
I feel bad for my group partner because they have a lot to get done in the fourth grade for Chinese class.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be there, so. Try and go up so
Possibly. I might get back there relatively quickly.
He's smart, what I'm gonna do.
I don't have anything to so bad. I'll just go through it.
We're good.
I can get you something.
We're good?
I'm gonna get something.
Y'all ready?
I'll take some of you. Yes, I think so. I hope so.
So you can go up to the podium, and if y'all want to sit at the side table, and then you'll go after him. Are you excited?
Somewhat. No, not at all. I hate doing this. I've actually never done this.
Well, it's a good learning experience.
Which one of us is going first?
I don't know.
You know,
It's CJ first.
Did not.
Sorry, we didn't have
not
a
yet.
change. CJ's absent.
Okay, so I've got, so Brian?
Yeah. Brian and Braden.
Alright, so Brian, we'll do you first.
Okay.
Alright, so just to start, if you'll, say your first and last name and the team you coach.
Nick Beach, Daphne High School men's soccer.
So what are the expectations that you have this season?
Ooh. Our expectations aren't so much material. It's more, it's my first year with the program, so it's kind of more, are we going to be able to play to a certain standard every game? And if we play to that standard, the results just kind of speak for themselves.
So being new to the program, what have you been doing to help establish relationships with your team?
Well, I got them in a 7th period class all together to start with, and then we've been doing some team building things over the past couple of weeks. We did a lot of off-season conditioning. We had Dr. Zaharia from the Sports University come work with us in our off-season conditioning, and that kind of struggle is where most of the bonds have been built.
So that work that the team has put in the off-season, how do you expect that to translate into?
Just like he said, we're trying to work towards being able to run about 90 minutes nonstop and hopefully not be tired than any other team.
All right, great job. Okay, first, last name, and what position you play.
My name is Braden Greer, and I play right wing.
Okay, so what are some of the individual goals that you've set for yourself this season?
Some of the individual goals that I've set for myself is like become a better team player, like on and off the pitch, like better communication with my teammates, and like, you know, just kind of working with everybody better. And also just to
What are some of the things you focused on improving off season?
I focus on improving my condition because I felt that my stamina was a little off based on what it should have been. And also just talking with my teammates, trying my hardest to like uplift them and like get a relationship with every single one of them personally, because I feel that builds team chemistry and gets us all closer together.
So what do you think is the team's focus heading into the first match of the season?
I think we just need to focus on doing what we're supposed to do and trying not to do too much or like extra things, and just focus on playing as a team rather than playing as individuals, because that will give us our best shot of winning the game.
What are some of your expectations for the season?
I expect us to do really well and progress through each game, just have every game better than the last, and I would like to win a state championship.
Okay, awesome job. That's it. Quick, painless.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You guys did really well. You have
At the United States Sports University, sports isn't just something we do, it's who we are.
I wanted a place where I could compete and grow. Here, I'm doing both, on the field and for my future career.
I thought being done playing meant leaving the game behind, but USSU gave me the opportunity to lead the next generation.
I transferred to USSU to be more than just a number. Now I'm building others on the track and in life.
We train.
We lead.
We grow.
We're all athletes here.
Learn more at ussu.edu.
Have you guys done news interviews before?
No.
Have you guys?
No.
All right. Well, it's a friendly environment. It's a learning experience. You're gonna do great.
Murphy practices in front of the mirror at home.
Good.
With a hairbrush, he takes questions from the gallery.
Well, see, yeah, you're prepared.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
So if you'll just say your first and last name and just introduce your team, the folks who came.
You sure the girls didn't do that last name?
I know it is.
Yeah, I'm Chris Leonardi. I'm the Orange Beach High School girls soccer coach. And today, two of our athletes is Bailey Miller and Lainey Remar. They're both seniors. Great leaders, great girls. Obviously, I started in August and it's been great since I started at Orange Beach, and looking forward to a great season.
Okay, so what are some of your expectations for the season?
Well, we've made it to the next round of to the playoffs. We need to go to the state tournament. Our expectation is to go to Huntsville, and that's what I was brought in, and that's what we are working on since August to do it. So anything but Huntsville would be disappointing for these girls and ourselves, but there's some good teams out there, so we'll see.
As a new coach, how have you spent time building relationships with your team?
Well, we've been going at it pretty much every other day. So we spend a lot of time together on the fields. We got a few activities off the field, like team bonding experience and all. One of them is coming up in a couple of weeks, so we're excited about it. But no, it's a good group. We have a great relationship with our middle school girls and our high school girls, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, great.
Thank
Move on to the girls. Do you want to do Bailey first?
Sure.
I'm ready.
Hi, I'm Lainey Redmond.
All right, and what position do you play?
Oh, I'm gonna be playing the 6 this year. So, and I'll probably move around some, we'll see how it goes. But for right now, I'll be playing the 6.
Okay, so what are some individual goals that you have for this season?
Some of my goals, I think, are just to connect really with the rest of the team and like passing wise and playing as a team, more so than just playing defensively and offensively, but like uniform.
What are some of the things that you've focused on improving in the off season?
Some of the things I focus on improving is honestly my shooting game because that's just something I personally have tried to work on. So I've tried to work on that some, and also just building relationships with my teammates.
To you, what does being a leader mean?
Being a leader to me means connecting with everyone and making sure everyone feels like they are included, and just leading them as someone who can like show an example for them, you know.
How would you describe your team's chemistry?
My team's chemistry, we didn't really know many people, like we didn't have that good chemistry at the beginning of the season, practicing with middle schoolers because we never really had before. But preseason, we really have connected with middle school and high school, and then also new incoming freshmen has also, we've connected with them and managed to connect with them. Like I've been able to like drive around with some of them and really get to know them, so that has really helped. And then this is my second year at Orange Beach, so I've also just like grown to know more of my team more, so yeah.
How do you think that building those relationships will translate to play on the field?
I think that will actually really help our team be uniform, and without like having those relationships, there can be like discrepancies, and everyone wouldn't really be cohesive in what our team wants to be, because being a team means you have to not be just focused on yourself.
Okay, great job.
Thanks.
I'm Bailey Miller, and I play outside back and center back.
You can adjust that if you okay.
My name is Bailey Miller, and I play outside back and center back.
What are you most excited about this season?
This season, I'm most excited about just getting to know some of the younger players a little bit better. I know this year we had a lot of freshmen and some new sophomore come in, which has been a little bit different. Last year we were an older team. We lost, I believe 6 seniors last year. So it's definitely been a lot different getting to know these new girls, but a lot of them are really sweet, and it's just really nice to see all of their improvement and just see them fall in love with soccer, kind of like Lainey and I got to when we were younger.
So how have you seen yourself develop as a player over the years?
Yeah, so I started, when I first played soccer, I started playing wing, and that was where I only played. I was just used to dribbling the ball and shooting, that was my thing. But this year and last year, I've really switched into playing more defensively. Last year I played outside back, still a little bit of wing, and some midfielder. I played everywhere. And then this year I've gotten to start playing center back a little bit more, which has definitely been a learning experience, but I've enjoyed learning how to utilize the whole field and see my whole team and just be more of a team player as a center back and be that stability in the back line for all of my other teammates.
So what has your focus been in the off-season to prepare you for the season?
Yeah, so my focus has been honestly on not dwelling on what position I play, but just trying to learn all the positions on the field so that I can be helpful to anybody. So like if anybody else needs help, just being one of the older players. I know we have a lot of new younger girls, and I just want them to be able to feel comfortable in their position. And I also want to learn how to play my center back position a little bit better, just because it's something different for me. So I've really just tried to focus on learning how to play backline a little bit better and just learning how to shift and move off the ball.
So what are some goals that you all as a team have set for yourself this season?
Yeah, kind of like Coach Leonardi said, the past 2 years have been really disappointing for us because we get to second round of playoffs and then we've gotten knocked out, and we just know that we can do better as a team. And I think this year, just like you said, nothing short of going to Huntsville it will be really disappointing if we don't make it to Huntsville, because this team can do it, and I know we have the talent, and we just have the motivation with a lot of the girls, and it's been really interesting to see like all the freshmen and the sophomores start coming together with the juniors and seniors and all the upperclassmen to really see that like this goal is achievable. So yeah, we're really just focusing on state this year and winning our area.
Awesome, great job.
Thank you.
You guys are really well. That's it? Hey,
Okay.
boys turn.
Can
So,
we-
I'll take pictures, don't worry, I'll take pictures.
Can we,
It's okay.
Coach, one second, can we take, well, actually, you go ahead, I want to take a picture, yeah, I want to take a
You can
picture.
go ahead and do it now.
Sure,
Yeah.
we need two girls, just take one
Fine,
picture.
go
Just
ahead.
get the camera.
Go ahead, Leonardo. Just
Yeah.
go ahead. Just go
Coach,
ahead.
you
Just
know,
go ahead.
Guy,
Just go ahead.
Guy, you're lucky to be here. Guy, you're lucky to be here. Guy, use your phone,
You're
will
lucky
you?
to be here.
Who's got the phone? Who's got a good, oh, Bailey, do you want to take a picture with you?
My phone's cracked, so we don't.
Okay. Just want a picture? There you go.
Here, I got you, Chris.
Here.
You got it, thank you, oh my goodness.
He's got you.
He knows how to take this stuff, yeah. I don't know what's the best place, I just want.
That's fine.
Is it good in the banner?
Oh no, that light on you is the.
No, it's good stuff.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
I'll text it to you.
Thank you, Nana.
Are you guys more nervous now that the girls win?
Yeah.
We were never gonna do better anyway, guys, so you'll be okay.
These guys are never nervous, that's why they came.
Coach Denver, always got to speak.
Sit on this
Sit in that chair.
Yeah, I think so.
You go, Murphy will go first go left or right.
All right, if you'll just, first and last name and introduce your team.
Hello, my name is Mark Lambrecht. I am the boys varsity coach at Orange Beach High School. Have three of our players with us today. We have senior Kai Price and junior Gunnar Parks and junior Murphy Cooper.
All right, so what are some of your expectations for the season?
Expectations, I mean, going into any season, I think it's improvement. Just looking to improve on what you've done previously. Last year, we were able to get to the final 8. So improvement would be to get to Huntsville and get into the Final Four, hopefully win the area, and just keep moving forward as a team.
How do you feel like your team has grown in the offseason?
The off-season's so long, right? It's all the way from May until now. It's a lot of time together, and I think they've grown in learning to play as a team. Not a lot of these guys play club together, so it's growing in learning how to play with each other, guys that you don't normally get to play with in a club setting. So it's just getting to learn to gel as a team.
All right, good deal. Who wants to go first?
I got it. Okay. You just got an order of the paper.
All right. That's Kai first.
Oh,
Well, did you know that? Yeah. All right, if you'll just say your first and last name and what position you play.
Kai Price, midfield.
So what are some of the individual goals you have for yourself this season?
I'll touch on what my coach said, but probably just improvement. I mean, I've been on this team for 6 years, ever since 7th grade, and a lot of things changed over those 6 years. But one thing that hasn't is we've improved every single year. Like, we've gotten better as a team, we've gotten better individually. So personally, I want to just stay in that lane and just continue to improve on everything. Everybody has room to improve on everything. So whether that's shooting, whether that's like chemistry with my other teammates, I think that's really important, and that'll lead us to success.
Playing for 6 years on that team is something that's unique, so how have you seen yourself develop and grow?
I mean, I've definitely changed a lot since that 7th grade year. I mean, I was playing, we had probably 15 kids on that team. It was the first like real year of our soccer program. I think I was 5'1", 100 pounds playing on that varsity team because we just had no kids. And I think just growing, and the other thing is just seeing 5 graduating classes go through our soccer program and really seeing how it's developed. I mean, we've gone through new coaches, new players, just a new structure overall. And looking at it as a team, it's amazing because we have gotten so much better. I mean, we made it to the Final 8 last year. And like, that's something that a lot of people would say we would never do. And so this year we, like Coach said, we expect to just keep going, keep improving, and that would be Huntsville in the Final Four.
What does it mean to you to be a leader?
I think a leader, it has a lot with just leading by example. I mean, as a senior on the team, we have a lot of younger players. We've always been a young team for the past 6 years, obviously, as a 7th grader, but just leading by example, doing the right thing at all times, And instead of just, you gotta help people, you gotta nurture them, and sometimes that is constructive criticism, and that is what our team is learning how to do, is just take criticism, learn from it, and just keep going, keep improving.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
I'm Gunnar Parks. I play center back.
All right, so what are you most excited about this season?
This season, I'm definitely most excited to see just how much we've grown in the off season. I mean, the improvement from 2 years ago to last year was immense. We've never made it to playoffs before. We made it to the final 8, and just I want to see how much further we can go now.
What's a specific skill that you've been focused on developing?
Definitely, the biggest thing for me has been confidence. I mean, I've played soccer my whole life, and I feel like over the past year, my confidence has just grown so much. And whenever you're more confident, you just play so much better. You can work however much you want on improving skill or like specific things, but the more confident you are, it exponentially grows your performance.
How would you describe your team's chemistry?
My team's chemistry, we've become a family over the past few years. I mean, this is my 3rd year on the team. Some people have been here way longer, some people are new, but I feel like just as soon as you get in there, it's like immediate. Like these people feel like my brothers, and we're all friends outside of soccer, whatever. And yeah.
How do you think that those relationships benefit you all on the field?
I mean, definitely while you're playing on the field, if it's somebody that's like a stranger to you, you're not gonna have confidence in them. But when you've grown to like know these people as well as we have, it makes all the world of difference.
All right, great job.
Thank you.
Murphy Cooper, I play left wing.
So what part of your play are you most confident in right now?
Definitely taking my man on 1v1, getting across into the box, getting to goal, whatever, get a goal, assist, helping my team out.
What have you focused on improving in the off-season?
In the off seasons, definitely my leadership, without being a butthole to all my teammates, without being rude. You got to be constructive. They're not going to take it very well if you're just rude to them all the time. I've definitely been working on that.
So what does being a good teammate mean to you?
Being a good teammate is leading on and off the pitch, being welcoming to all your new teammates, all your old ones, building relationships with everyone, not just a specific few that you bond with instantly. You got to build a good relationship with everyone so everyone feels welcome.
What do you think makes your team special?
Honestly, I think it's just how together we are. Like Gunnar said, he said it's like a family. I mean, I love all my teammates. I'm friends with them on and off the pitch. I just love these people.
So what do you think the team's mindset is going into the first match of the season?
Definitely to show people we belong here. Last season, like I said, last year was my first year here. Not high expectations, never made playoffs before, and obviously we proved everyone wrong. Everyone thought we were going to be very good, but coming into the season, I want to keep that expectation going, let everyone know we're a real team.
All right, awesome job.
So thank you.
You guys did great. You have a whole...
At the United States Sports University, sports isn't just something we do, it's who we are.
I wanted a place where I could compete and grow. Here, I'm doing both, on the field and for my future career.
I thought being done playing meant leaving the game behind, but USSU gave me the opportunity to lead the next generation.
I transferred to USSU to be more than just a number. Now I'm building others on the track and in life.
We train.
We lead.
We grow.
We're all athletes here.
Learn more at ussu.edu.
You good? All right, so just to start, if you'll say your first and last name and then introduce who you brought with you.
Okay, my name is Tom Gullich, head coach for the Bayshore Christian boys soccer team. I have Christopher Hart, senior. I have Elias Fulgham, sophomore, and Jackson Wade, sophomore.
All right, so what expectations do you have this season?
Well, we are the smallest school in Mobile and Baldwin County. We have unique challenges. We play 7th graders through 12th graders on our varsity team. So we have to manage our expectations, but our goal every year is to make the playoffs in the 1 to 3A classification.
So what have you all been focused on in the off-season?
Conditioning, defensive work, team building, those types of things. Mainly conditioning and team building at this point, so, and skill work.
How do you feel your team matches up with your district opponents?
It's always going to be a challenge for us. We are in the 1 to 3A area. I believe both Cottage Hill and Mobile Christian are 3A schools, and we are a 1A school. The multiplier puts us as a 2A, but by numbers, we're a 1A. So that creates a challenge in itself. We have to play more younger players. Those younger players have to hold up for 80 minutes. It takes 80 minutes to win a soccer game. We find that's the biggest challenge, is getting those younger players to be able to hold up for the whole 80 minutes.
All right, coach for the players, that's it.
Do what now?
We'll go to the players
That's
now.
fine.
Moving first.
Sure. Does he come? Okay.
And you guys can adjust the mic if you need to. All right, so if you'll just say your first and last name and what position you play.
I'm Christopher Hart, and I play defensive back line, and I play midfield.
Okay. So what are some of the individual goals that you have for yourself this season?
I think with it being my last year, it's to set up the next few years of what's to come, to prepare our team for the future, especially since we're such a small school, to get the program and have these people wanting to come back and lead them in the way that is best for the whole team.
So for you, what does it mean to be a leader?
I think for me, it's looking at the perfect example of leadership. So being a Christian, that would be Christ, and following in his steps, which is difficult. I fail to do it every day, but I think that's what I try to do the best.
How have you seen yourself develop as a player over the years?
When I first started, I knew nothing about soccer, and coach kind of just threw me out there. So I had to learn, but throughout the years, I'm now able to understand the game, and I have skills that I can apply to the game now. So it's a big leap from 3 years ago.
How would you describe your team's chemistry with one another?
I would say it's fairly good. It's the best whenever we set aside ourselves and our own motives, and we decide to put others above us as a team. We decide to work together.
All right, good job.
Alright, I'm Elias Fulgham, and I'm a sophomore, and I play midfield and defensive line.
So what are you most excited about this season?
Well, for me, I think that as the years have gone on, we've sort of been building our program a little more, because in the past, soccer's not been a huge thing in our school, and we're seeing it sort of like, I don't know, we're seeing more young players join, and that's always a good thing, you know, so.
Is there a specific skill that you've been focused on developing in the off-season?
I think just trying to be able to communicate to everyone on our team, because the age difference makes it a lot different how everybody, you know, responds to stuff. So I need to like put myself where they are and see, how they can learn the best so that I can try to help.
So to you, what does it mean to be a good teammate?
To be a good teammate, I would say well, especially on our team, we don't have any like stars or anything, you know, we're a pretty small school. So with us, it's just putting ourselves first, because none of us deserve to be, putting everyone else first, because none of us deserve to be first, you know, by ourselves.
What part of your game are you most confident in?
I'd say, maybe like everyone else's technical abilities. I think we're doing pretty good at that right now, and it used to be not the case, but I'd say we're doing a lot better with that, and I'm pretty confident in it.
All right, great job.
Hi. I'm I'm Jackson Wade. I'm a sophomore, and I'm on defensive line.
So what are some individual goals that you have for yourself this season?
Well, I would say certainly to do hard things and to get better at soccer, of course, but mainly the conditioning to get stronger so that we can play these games with more effort.
How do you think that work that you've put in the off season is going to help you guys on the field?
Well, definitely all the running. I mean, the speed's going to definitely contribute to the whole team. With everybody working on conditioning, we're going to be able to really advance towards these other teams. With us being a smaller school, without conditioning, it's a lot more difficult for us to try and catch up with them.
How have you tried to build relationships with your teammates?
I'd say definitely trying to take sacrifices and do things for them and help them learn in their experience. I mean, not that I know all about a lot of the stuff, because a lot of stuff I don't know and I'm learning from them, but to try and help the younger teammates to learn and to grow in their soccer abilities.
What are some of the goals that the team has set for itself this season?
Well, I would say for everybody to better integrate and to work as a team. Like Elias said, we don't really have one big star player or anything. We all have to work together and kind of integrate into one entity that can push forward and put the effort forth to go against other teams.
What are you most excited about this season?
That would probably be going off against the area opponents. I mean, that's going to be difficult. They're always a challenge, but it's a fun game to go out and play against the area teams and to go and do that.
All right, great job. That's it. Y'all did great.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Really?
At the United States Sports University, sports isn't just something we do, it's who we are.
I wanted a place where I could compete and grow. Here, I'm doing both, on the field and for my future career.
I thought being done playing meant leaving the game behind, but USSU gave me the opportunity to lead the next generation.
I transferred to USSU to be more than just a number. Now I'm building others on the track and in life.
We train.
We lead.
We grow.
We're all athletes here.
Learn more at ussu.edu.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, are you ready?
As best I can be, yeah.
Okay. If you'll just say your first and last name and then introduce who you've all with you.
My name is Dane Lumsden. I've been the head coach for 7 years at Bayside Academy, and I brought my two captains, Mary Birdson Merchant and Military, with us today.
All right, so what are your expectations for the season?
So the expectations similar for every season. We start fresh, we get new group of girls coming in. Because we're a small school, we have a lot of the younger players coming up, so the expectation is always to win a state title, but that's not the be-all and end-all. It's a lot about player development, making sure that the girls feel safe and they learn as they go. Some of the girls never play soccer, so having them come through the system and by the end of the season enjoy it and come back the next year, that's a big thing for Bayside Academy.
You've been the coach for 7 years, so how have you seen some of those players develop over the years? I'm sure that's rewarding for you.
It is rewarding. Like MB started in, I think it was 2019 when I first started in our YDL program, the Youth Development League, where we have 3rd through 6th grade on school as well as in the county that we played in. So seeing her develop, come through, playing, getting bigger, her leadership skills starting to shine now when she's got the responsibility is amazing. Miller joined us, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. And also, she started not really playing too much, but to see where she is now, playing in centre back and having the confidence to play and lead the younger girls is amazing.
So what are some of the things that you all focused on in the off-season?
So our off-season mostly is a weight room. Because we're a smaller school, a lot of our athletes play 2 or 3 sports. So we had, I think, 4 or 5 of us working out in the weight room. So most of our conditioning is done now pre-season to the next 2 or 3 weeks before games start.
All right, that's it for you.
Thank you.
Which one do you want to go first?
I'll go. Right?
Yep. Okay. And you can adjust the mic. Okay. If you'll just say your first and last name and what position you play.
My first name is Miller Terry, and I play center back.
Okay. So what are some of the individual goals you have for yourself this season?
Individual goals, I would say, is to always encourage my team, not just to be a player, but to be a teammate. And I'd say to always just make sure that I'm doing my part, but also help make sure others are doing their part too.
What does it mean to you to be a leader on the team?
To be a leader on the team, it means to always set an example for others and really to just develop myself so that other people can see that and look up to that.
Are there any skills that you've worked on developing?
Yes, for sure. Soccer, when I started playing freshman year, was very new to me. And so just developing those skills, whether it was taking other people's advice or training on my own, I would definitely say that feedback and self-criticism was a skill that I had to really develop.
How would you describe your team's chemistry?
Our team's chemistry, since we are a smaller school, a lot of our team, like we see each other a lot at school. We know each other very well, and I would say that we have a really good dynamic. We faced a lot of adversity last year with a lot of injuries, and just the way that all the girls came back from that, you know, we have such a tight bond, and I'd say that that's a really nice thing to see. Thank you.
If you'll say your first and last name and what position you play.
I'm Mary Merchant, and I play left back.
What are you most excited about this season?
I'm kind of just excited to just be around all my friends because Miller said we are so close and stuff, and just to see how far we can make it and do the best we can.
What does it mean to you to be a good teammate?
I think to just uplift others and make sure everyone is doing their best. Is doing their best.
What part of your game are you most confident in?
Probably defending and getting the ball back out to others to go up.
What have you as a team been working on in the off season that you think is going to help you on the field?
I'd say in the off season we worked well at team bonding so that when we do get on the field, our communication is very good.
So what do you think the team mindset is going into the first match of the season?
Just to do the best we can, just communicate, work well together, and try and win.
All right, that's it. Good job. You guys did really well.
Thank you.
At the United States Sports University, sports isn't just something we do, it's who we are.
I wanted a place where I could compete and grow. Here, I'm doing both, on the field and for my future career.
I thought being done playing meant leaving the game behind, but USSU gave me the opportunity to lead the next generation.
I transferred to USSU to be more than just a number. Now I'm building others on the track and in life.
We train.
We lead.
We grow.
We're all athletes here.
Learn more at ussU.edu.
All right. If you'll just say your first and last name and introduce who you brought.
Okay, I'm Jacob Ramsey. I'm the boys soccer coach at Robertson High School. I brought senior John Manning and senior Alice Lucas.
So what are your expectations for the upcoming season?
Expectations I look at more just as a day-to-day, how can we get better each day. So as long as we just keep doing that, I think it'll all kind of fall into place as the season starts going.
What has been y'all's main focus in the off season?
Off season, the cool part with that is so long, so it's been more about just building chemistry and team bonding and all that good stuff. So as long as I get them to kind of work with each other and gel and buy into what we're trying to teach them, then it'll all come into play.
What do you think is the most unique team about your team that will set them up for success?
Well, we got a good group of seniors returning, as well as a bunch of young guys coming in. So I think them just kind of gelling and coming together, that team chemistry will really help.
All right. Which one looks good first? Is he recording you or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. If you'll say your first and last name and what position you play.
John Manning, center back.
So what are some individual goals that you have for this season?
I'd say mostly trying to be, I guess, a teacher, leader, coach myself as a senior in high school. Trying to teach a lot of, as Coach said, we've got a lot of younger kids, so learning to teach them how not only to be a better soccer player, but just to be a better person in their day-to-day lives and be coachable.
What does that mean for you to be a leader?
For me, I think it's just buying in and doing everything that I can when it's said the first time, and don't question anything and just accept it and just do what I can to try and show them how to be.
What's one skill that you've been focused on developing?
One skill I would definitely say is my communication. This year I'm going to be playing center back, so I'm learning that I need to know everything, that see everything, and be able to tell everybody what I see and when to go, what to do, what to do.
What's the importance of teamwork and ensuring that you all are on the same page?
I believe that if we all work together, everything's going to fall into place. If we all do our roles as we are told to do and when we're told to do them, then a lot of opportunities will come up for us.
What's your mindset going into the first game of the season?
I think it's just really going to be working on all the stuff that we've just started working on, even though first and second week we've had a lot of new information thrown at us, so learning to accept that and really just learn how to put that into a game and just seeing how that works.
All right, great job.
Thank you.
All right, you'll say your first and last name and what position you play.
Alex Lucas, striker.
So what are you most excited about this season?
What I'm most excited about is just finally being able to start a match with my brothers. Like, these dudes, like, we come and play, and like, I don't know, it just feels like my brothers, and it's just like, I'm trying to step up and, I don't know, like, be a role model for them, I guess, and just see how it plays out.
So what does it mean for you to be a good teammate?
I mean, for me, it's just being able to, like, understand when to be serious and when to joke around, because obviously no one's going to want to be getting told what to do by someone who's aggressive. So, I mean, I have my times when I'm serious, and I have my times where I can joke around and just treat these dudes like my brothers, you know?
How would you describe your team chemistry?
I mean, our team chemistry is pretty good, really good, actually. I mean, every single day we come in, we're talking, joking around, we get ready, and then 3:30, it's our practice, we're locked in.
How do you think that chemistry helps you on the field?
For me, I mean, chemistry helps us because we know what we're gonna do. Like, if we're not together, then we're not gonna know how to play. Like I guess for me, just seeing what's gonna happen next. You know, I think that's my play style. It's just being able to see a couple plays. So when we have chemistry, it just helps build that, and then I can just spread it along the team.
What part of your game do you feel most confident in?
Like I said, my vision is probably my best ability, just because I feel like I can see a couple plays ahead. It's just because I'm used to soccer, I've been playing this my whole life, so I think it's just my vision, and also being able to like bring my teammates up when they're feeling down with a joke or something else, and then being able to take it serious.
All right, awesome job.
Thank you.
Y'all both did really well. Good job. Okay. All right, and you can adjust the mic if you need to. If you'll just say your first and last name and introduce you well.
I'm Jordan Grant with Robertsville High School, and I brought senior Shiloh Bishop and senior Lillian Seedy.
So what are your expectations for the season?
My expectations are we have a really positive outlook. We've seen a lot of growth in our program. The girls have been working really hard in the off-season.
What goals has the team set for the year?
The goals are growth and improvement and putting our best foot forward and not letting some of our previous seasons to get us down and really look for opportunities to just kind of move forward.
What are some of those things that you all focused on in the off-season?
We started with mostly fundamentals, and then we worked on our team building, communication, and trusting the process. When we work hard, it shows in our games and in our performance.
What are you most proud of in the girls' performance?
We have a lot of leadership that we've seen on our team, a lot of girls that are they've been really willing to work together and play well together. So that's been really exciting to see this year.
Great. saying your first and last name and what position you play.
My name is Charlotte Bishop and I play center back.
So what are you most excited about this season?
So actually, I'm really excited to see how a lot of our younger girls and returning players are able to come together and work for what we really want. Not only, during games, but during practice and putting in the work.
What does it mean to you to be a leader?
To me, being a leader is not only showing up for your team whenever they need it the most, but it's also, being a role model for them and, not only starting things when coach asks us to, but, putting effort into being the first ones to do it or just being a good role model.
What's a skill that you've been focusing on developing?
Me personally, I've been working with, kind of going back to the leadership thing, communication on the field is very big. As a center back, we can kind of see a lot of the field in front of us and a lot of the play. And so it's been very important for me to work towards communicating with the girls and learning their style of communication as well. Because we always want to make sure that everyone is kind of on the same page and doesn't take things the wrong way or just stuff like that.
What are some of the things that you've done as a team to kind of help build that chemistry and the relationship you all have?
So during practice, we have fun, which is very important because you don't want to just constantly be under, not necessarily stress, but just stuff like that. And while we work, we learn how to incorporate fun into it. We've done outside of soccer, like bonding stuff, and just stuff like that.
How do you think that work that you all have been doing in the off season is going to translate to how you play on the field?
So, like I said, we've been working a lot with communication. Like Coach said, we've been working with fundamentals, and that's going to work. Once we put it out into the field, I think we have a lot of girls who are driven and who are motivated to put the effort out into the field. And I think with working with that communication and those fundamentals, if we can just put it together, then we'll be able to work well as a team.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
All right, first, last name, and position you play.
Lily Mancini, center midfielder.
So what are some of the individual goals you have for yourself this season?
I think for myself, the goals I have are to play with integrity, do the right thing when I'm supposed to do it, help develop other leaders on the team, and really grow as a person on the field, but also during practice and in the classroom.
What does it mean to you to be a good teammate?
To be a good teammate is probably to help others, put others first, and then work on myself. I think really showing the younger girls how to lead is another thing that I take really seriously.
What part of your play do you have the most confidence in?
Probably my dependability. I feel like I'm a very dependable person, and so when we have steadiness out on the field, I feel like it's easier to face adversity, and when we're steady and whenever we play all together consistently, it really helps us in the end.
What do you think makes the group of girls that you have on the team special and set up for success?
I think the thing that makes us special and set up for success is probably how well we work together. We're really close-knit, we bond really well, we get along really well, and it definitely shows on the field.
What is y'all's mindset going into the first match of the season?
I think is probably how to respond to constructive criticism to each other, allowing the coaches and the other players to help us, and really just knowing how to accept it in a good way.
That's it. Awesome job. You guys both did really well. podium, and you can adjust the mic as you need.
There you go, Justin.
Ready? Okay. If you'll just say your first and last name and introduce who you brought with you.
I'm Abram Chamberlain. To my left is Haley Moore, Lacey Daffin, and to my right is Ainsley Bagley.
And your school?
Daphne High School.
Okay. So what are your expectations for this season?
So our expectations are always sort of the same. We want to win area. We would like to make, at a bare minimum, the second round. The goal is always to make Huntsville, though.
So what have you all been focusing on in the off season?
Right now, we're working mostly on our game model because we had graduated, I believe, 5 starters last year, so we're coming in with a relatively young back line. New goalkeeper, Ella Grace Bird, who was our goalkeeper for 3 seasons, graduated last year at Southern Union, so we're bringing along Kaylin Jacobs and Olivia Hicks. One of those 2 will be our starters going into the season. Ainsley is our only returning backline consistent starter. We do have Mahala Brooks, who is another senior who started for us last year on and off, and she's going to have to step up a lot more. And then we've got very young center backs, so we're really focusing on working the attack, but mostly working the attack to help the back line out.
Right? Which one of y'all want to go first?
Bring it on, Haley. Bring it on, Haley.
Go ahead.
Bring it on. Bring it on. But I'm adjusted.
All right, if you could say your first and last name and what position you play.
My name is Haley Moore and I play striker.
So what are you most looking forward to about the season?
I definitely agree with Coach. Winning area is what I'm most looking forward to, scoring a lot of goals and just having a fun season. You know, my senior year, ready to get after it.
So what are some of the things that you were working on developing in the off season?
My main thing is probably to stay healthy. I had a big injury last season, so my main goal is just to be healthy and have a great season, better mental health, and overall, just a good, healthy season.
So how has that been for you coming back from an injury?
It's been kind of difficult because, you know, confidence levels and not knowing if it's the right decision to play or with college coming up and big decisions to make. But overall, I took time to think about it with my family, talk to my coach, and I think I'm making the right decision to play for my team this season.
What part of your play are you most confident in?
I would definitely say scoring, I guess, yeah. Or distributing, I say that's what I'm most confident in. No.
So as players, what are some of the goals that you all have set as a team?
Most goals that we have set, definitely to win area and win lots of games. That's what I'm looking forward to. But overall, just having a good team, good chemistry, good bond. We focus a lot on team bonding, and I say good team, you know, good team, good players, and that's what we look forward to.
All right, great job. There's no need to be nervous.
Oh, no, she did really good.
Cut that.
Okay, you got your hands
Well,
worn
Lacey
down.
will last. Lacey will bring it home.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, funny.
Right, just put it back up, dog.
First, last name, and position.
My name is Ainsley Bagley, and I play defense, either center back or outside back.
So what are some individual goals that you have for yourself this season?
I definitely would say being a better leader. Since I am a senior and I am captain this year, I'm definitely trying to be a better leader and also a better player in general. Like everybody has room for improvement, and I definitely know I have room for improvement.
So what does it mean for you to be a leader on the team?
It means to me that I can be a role model for the younger kids, especially for the younger kids this year. There's a lot of, we have a very young team, I feel, and leading them into the next year and helping them achieve their goals as well by being a leader, it means a lot to me as well.
What are some of the things that you focused on in the off season?
I definitely would say my mental health. I would say also, really my mental health was really not the best because I did come from injury also last year. So yeah, all 3 of us had injuries last year, and it really took a toll on my mental health. And I really feel like after that, it really made me take a step back and realize soccer doesn't define who I am. And even though I love soccer so much and it has a very big impact and role in my life. I just had to take a step back and realize soccer is not everything, and that when I did go through that injury, that like I didn't have to have soccer to make me who I am. So.
How would you describe your team's chemistry?
We have different, I would say we have pretty good chemistry, especially since like last year, most people did come from our team. Like it's kind of a lot of returning players, but we also are really, really close. I also have a big thing that our coaches also help with that. Like our chemistry is really, really good because how much team bonding we do. Like a lot of team bonding, and I really feel like that really does help with like everything on the field and stuff. So,
Okay. In what ways are you hoping that that translates to improvement in play?
Like trusting each other is a big thing on the field. So when we trust each other outside of soccer, we trust each other in the game. So like we have good chemistry on the field, good chemistry outside of the game. So there's not a lot of drama or anything like that, and it really does help.
All right, great job.
Thank you.
I just realized now that all three of you came off
From
injuries
the-
last year.
Wait, what do I say? My name and position? Okay, Lacey Daffin, I play center mid.
So what are you most excited about this season?
I'm most excited about just playing my last season with the team, obviously hoping to win area and go to state. I feel like that's our main focus this season, is to go to state.
How have you seen yourself develop as a player over the years?
Obviously getting stronger mentally and physically. I feel like from freshman year, it's not the biggest, not all. And as the years go, I feel like I've gained strength and confidence throughout the years. It really plays a big role.
Is there a specific skill you've been working on developing?
Now, I wouldn't say a specific skill, but just building my confidence. Obviously, shooting is a main focus for me. If I could incorporate that to my play, I feel like that would really help a lot.
So what do you think that the team's mindset is going into the first match of the season?
To win. Obviously to win. Our team is really young, so having to build that chemistry would really help. Our team is really young, so trusting each other with the ball off and on the field would really help.
What does it mean to you to be a good teammate, particularly to some of those younger players on the team?
A lot. If you're a good teammate to people, they'll look up to you, they'll trust you to come to things that they wouldn't trust other people to talk to about. Being a leader on this field and off the field, it's really important for them to grow, especially throughout the years. They can look up to you, get ideas of how you play and how you treat other people on and off the field. It really just helps them grow as a person.
All right, awesome job. You guys did great.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Y'all did wonderful.
At the United States Sports University, sports isn't just something we do, it's who we are.
I wanted a place where I could compete and grow. Here, I'm doing both, on the field and for my future career.
I thought being done playing meant leaving the game behind, but USSU gave me the opportunity to lead the next generation.
I transferred to USSU to be more than just a number. Now I'm building others on the track and in life.
We train.
We lead.
We grow.
We're all athletes here.
Learn more at ussu.edu.